Hi everyone, and welcome to the podcast Fly with Mel. I usually use this podcast to talk about travel, personal growth, and people that I meet along the way who want to share their stories. Today's topic is about how living abroad can help you grow. The idea here is to show you the reality behind the dream life of people living abroad that you can see on social media. Because yes, you can find your dream life, but there are challenges to face, as well as stress, time, energy, and money involved. So we wanted to show you that sometimes you have to fight to get there. It's possible, but it's not always easy. So to talk about that today, I'm sitting now with two amazing Slovakian guys that I've met here in Australia. So hi guys, and thank you for coming here to share your stories.
Hey Melanie, thanks for having us.
Hi Melanie.
Hi Majky and Adam, so two Slovakian guys that I've met here in Australia since 2 years now. So thank you again for coming to the podcast. Before we kick off, I just want to make sure that the audience know you better. Can you give us 3 things that define each of you? Majky, do you want to start?
Mm-hmm. So my name is Michael. I'm just a regular handsome guy from Slovakia with sense of humor. I'm very social type of person with passion for travel. Okay. That's why I came to Australia.
Okay, I'm just a regular guy from Slovakia.
Adam.
Adam, yeah. I'm 27. I love sport. I love travel.
Thank you, guys. As I've mentioned before, today's topic is about the challenge you can face, but also the personal growth you can earn by choosing to move abroad. So first thing first, and we can start with you, Majky. Can you tell us more about your story? When did you arrive in Australia? Why did you choose to leave your country? When did you decide to take the risk?
I arrived here 3 years ago, and why I decided to come here, I would say it was more about the adventure. It wasn't that I was looking for a place where the life is better, or I didn't come here because of the work. I just got bored in Slovakia. I found an office job after I finished my studies, and I worked there for 1 year, and I had that feeling that I want to go somewhere and try something else.
So did you come alone, by yourself?
Yeah, I came alone, but I have a friend here from Slovakia. So when I came here, I lived at his place, so I wasn't here like totally alone.
Yeah, in my case, it was very similar to Majky. I was looking for some new adventure because I get bored back home in Slovakia. I had this really like boring life, just working, and I was looking for something new. I wanted to move forward, and yeah, I was looking for some places, and I decided to come to Australia, specific to Sydney. I came with my very good friend with Rado. Yeah.
Do you think there is a specific age or a specific life situation to decide to move to another country?
There is not specific age. It's also, of course it's better when you're young, because yeah, you're young. It's you don't have to lose anything when you're young. Of course, I'm talking about myself now, but I don't see any difference. Yeah, whenever you want, I would say.
Yeah, I don't think it's about the age. I think it's more about if you get bored, if you want to change something in your life, change the routine. That was my case. I love to travel, so this was one of the reason.
So it wasn't like, was it easy for you guys to just leave everything behind you, family, friends, material things? Or?
Yeah, this is a good question. It was for me. It wasn't easy at all. I was really thinking about it because I have very close relationship with my family, and that was the main point actually. Like going, not going. About the work, yeah, that was the kind of, I wasn't worried at all because yeah, I get bored actually even in the work. So yeah, family. It wasn't easy, but I decided to come, and I don't regret anything. So yeah, no.
Yeah, the worst part is to leave family and friends behind, but I didn't have this feeling before I came here because I felt more like excitement.
When you're young, I think
you have nothing to lose.
You have nothing to lose. Just do it. That is advice I will give. Like, just do it.
Yeah. It's easy to then jump, take the risk, but then when you arrive in a new country, so for example for you in Australia, what are the hardest thing that you have to face when you arrive? Like, what are the first issues you had, for example?
Yeah, let's start with me. In my case, was the the hardest part was the language. I didn't speak English at all.
You didn't speak English at all when you arrived in Australia?
Nothing.
How did
nothing.
you do? How did you speak with people?
I didn't speak. I was using my hands, my legs, everything. No, I'm joking. Nah, the good thing is that I had already many friends of mine here, which is Majky, which is Rado, some of my friends, and all of them, they were speaking English. So when I needed some help, they always helped me a lot. They were helping me a lot. And yeah, first 6 months, I used to go to English cruises in Australia every day, let's say like every day, Monday to Friday. So yeah, I was learning a lot. And well, yeah, now after 3 years, I think my English is good. It's not perfect, it's not like how I want to speak, but I'm getting better every day, every week. So yeah.
Well, we can understand each other, so it's...
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous now, but
yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, Adam is a perfect example that you don't have to be worried about the language or anything. If you want to do something, just go for it. When I came here, everything was new.
Yeah.
I didn't have a friends here. And the worst part was the life here in Sydney is very busy. As Adam said, I also attended English course. I supposed to be there every day. And you have to manage also to work with the school. So it's not really easy. And also I was worried about the money. When I came here, I didn't have any connections, I didn't know anyone here. So when I started to look for a job, I was a little bit stressed if I'm gonna find a job. And when I found the job, it wasn't the job that I expected. I didn't earn a lot of money, so I was struggling for first months.
Wow.
But then everything started to be better and better. And
but during this hard time, did you sometimes tell yourself like, oh shit, like, sorry for the words, but like, oh, I should come back to my country and just come back home because it's gonna be easier for me to...
Yeah, in first 6 months I had these thinkings in my head a couple of times, because as I said, it wasn't easy. It was very busy life, not a lot of sleep, struggling with money, but then everything started to be better and better, and then I didn't think about this at all.
Okay. So how did you guys do to settle down here in Australia, to find a job, make money, find friends? Just all your whole installation here. How did you do that?
Yeah, well, the whole process started back in Slovakia. So I went to the agency with my good friend with Rado, because we didn't know how the whole process works and what we need. And yeah, we went to the agency and they explained everything with the visa, with the school, and also they offer us the apartment, which was perfect for us because we didn't have any contacts here in Sydney and we didn't know how it works. So yeah, we took it. Like, I mean, the apartment, we took it. So when we arrived in Sydney, so we had already one apartment. We stayed in the city for 3 months, and after that we moved out again. If I could remember, it's already 3 years ago. We moved to Bondi after 3 months in the city, and since then I live in Bondi, and yeah, I was. Yeah, you want to ask me something? You want to ask me something? Just ask if you have questions.
No, I'm just thinking that you were moving out a lot. It wasn't hard for you to always like pack your stuff and leave and just find a new place and.
Of course, it was like hard. What is hard? Like it's just your personal stuff what you have. So just pack your package and go.
And to find a place, how do you do? To find
Internet,
Okay.
very easy. Internet, you have everything. Today is everything in internet, in the Facebook site, and also in Instagram. And
Okay.
internet.
What about you, Majky? How did you do when you arrived?
Yeah, for me it was a little bit easier because I had a friend here and I still have the friend here. So I moved straight to his place. That was also one of the reasons when I came here, because I knew that I have someone here and I'm not gonna be like totally alone. And first 2 weeks were easy. We enjoyed the parties, I explored the city, but after that the reality started. My English course started. I started to look for a job. I was stressed because I didn't know if I'm gonna find a job, how long it will take, how much money I'm gonna earn. I didn't know how my spendings will be. So I had this kind of stress in myself. and
well, I had double stress. I wasn't speaking English, so
yeah,
I
I
didn't
can
have
imagine that.
Yeah, I didn't have so many options. Like for example, like Majky, he decided, for example, he wants to work in the hospitality, and in hospitality you need English, so you can't just.
So how did you find your first job? Both of you?
I was looking mostly in the internet, like on the website in Facebook was it. We have a group from Slovak and Czech people in here in Sydney, and it's a huge group of people. So and they are posting many times about the jobs, or if you are looking for the job, you just post that you are looking for a job and someone is gonna text you. And that was my case. I was looking. I was actually more focused on the Slovak and Czech people here in Sydney. They are already for a long time or like longer here in the Sydney because I couldn't speak English. So for me it was just this one way. I have to follow the Slovaks.
But it's good. It means
you
have a community here.
Exactly. Yeah. So in my case of scenario was more the Slovak people, more kind of work where you don't need to speak, kind of. Like
So
manual work.
Okay, manual
you know.
work. So what do you do? What did you do when you arrived?
When I could remember, actually I was doing everything, to be honest. Like so construction works. I was doing demolition, if I could remember. I was painting. I was building the houses. I was doing delivery. That was actually my first let's say proper job. I was doing deliveries.
Okay.
With a van, which was also really like hard to handle with it, because it isn't just driving, it was also like speaking with the customers. But my English was terrible actually. But I did it. Majky, remember, like I was actually every day really stressed after the work, and I was working 6 months the delivery. So. And
in Slovakia, what did you do? Was it the same work or?
No, I was working exactly in different
field.
Let's say field. So different.
For me it was harder because in Slovakia I finished my studies and I started with office job. So before I came to Australia I worked 1.5 years in an office, and when I came here I couldn't find a job in an office because I came here on a student visa, so it's a little bit tricky. So I started to look for hospitality jobs because I expected I'm gonna get a good money here from hospitality, like same in USA, but that was totally wrong because it's not very common here to get a tips, and the hospitality work is not easy. So I was a little bit spoiled, and for me it was hard to went through this because before that I worked in office and suddenly I started to work manually. So it was also about let's say my ego. But after a couple months I found a new contacts and I started in construction, which is very popular here in Australia. It's totally different than in Slovakia. In Slovakia people look on laborers and traders like on the lower part of the society, let's say, but here they are very respectful. It's a very high demand for this type of workers, but it took me a time to change my mindset for this. But
so would you say that it's hard to accept the fact that you're gonna have a totally different life and maybe not the dream job that you expected before?
Many people who moved here did these trades and labor things back home, so for them it's easier, and suddenly they start to earn good money here because they have experience from back home. But for me it was much harder because, as I said, I work in office. I was, let's say, spoiled, and I didn't have any experience with this, so I was fighting in my head with this. And
do you like it now? Like, would you say that you like what you're doing?
Like, I'm here over 3 years. As Adam said, I did everything here. I work in hospitality, I work on a party boat, I was electrician.
Party boat, okay. Electrician as well. Okay, you've done so many things.
I did so many things, and I found the type of job that I like. And now I can say that I'm happy, and maybe I can even see the future in this job that I'm doing right now.
Okay, so you've learned everything by yourself, I would say, and new skills and. Okay, so the fact that you're doing new jobs is also something which can open your mind to develop your skills to new stuff.
Yeah. In my case, it was a little bit different because I was, how I said before, not speaking English. So it was, in my case, was more about surviving. So let's say it's gonna sound a little bit weird, but I took everything. I mean, the jobs. Not everything, of course. You can't take everything, but I mean, like the kind of construction works. Like it was painting, it was demolition. If I like it, if I didn't like it, doesn't matter. I need money. I need some money for survive to pay the bills. So I took everything actually. Yeah, but after the time and I knew more people. I had new friends. I knew some people from the jobs, and I was talking and asking, and like I started to like also like how Majky said, like I knew the system here, how it works in Australia, which is completely different than in Slovakia. Let's say completely different in Europe, because I was even working in Austria or in Germany in Europe, so I know how it works there. But seriously, in Australia, everything works completely different. The whole system, and also the whole mentality from people, how they look at you, and it's different.
Do you feel that it's hard to find a job when you're a foreigner?
No, it's not. Here in Australia, it's not difficult, because even here people offer you a job. Okay. So of course you have to look for the job, but here is so many jobs. A lot of work here. The people, they are looking for people. They want to work. They're looking for laborers. They're looking for people. Hospitality. Because seriously, Australia is moving all the time. Like the economic here, it's very high, very big. I will say is one of the best in the world. Maybe is even the best in the world. So here's lots of job, lots of work. Specific in Sydney. We live in the Sydney. I didn't live in any other city in Australia, so I can't tell you how it works there, but specific Sydney, if you wanna work, if you are not stupid, you will find 100% a job.
But so, as Majky said, it's just you have to just put your ego.
Exactly, you have to just accept the situation, accept the thing that you are foreigner, you just arrive here, and you have to accept also the thing that Sydney is very expensive city. You have to pay lots of like big bills for the apartment, big bills. Sorry.
Yeah, the lifestyle is expensive. Yeah. But also you're working for a great lifestyle right now. It's actually we're talking about work a lot, but it's just
in Sydney you can't be without job, because you have such a big expenses here. You have to pay for school. Rent is extremely high here, and as Adam said, if you wanna find a job, you will find a job. And you need to find a job if you want to survive here.
Exactly.
Survive and enjoy.
Yeah, survive and enjoy, of course.
Okay, so now I wanted to talk about people and connection that you've made since you're here. Did you meet a lot of people from a different country than yours, or even new people from your country, so from Slovakia, which are now really close to you?
Yes, Melanie. A lot of people from different countries, different cultures. In Sydney is actually everyone. Like I want to say, like from South America, from Asia, from Europe, really from every corner of the world. You can find people here, and I even used to live in Bondi. The first month I used to live with Argentinians and Chileans, so people from South America, and since then I love them actually. But even lots of Slovakians are here, Slovakian and Czech Republic, so I met people also from my own country.
And my case was a little bit different, because when I came here I lived with my friend from Slovakia, and then after me, like many of my friends came here, so I would say I stick more with Slovak people. Because I have friends here from my country back home. Not that I'm looking just for Slovak friends here, but as Adam said, Sydney is one of the most multicultural cities in the world.
So what did you learn? Did you learn something from the new connection?
I spent 12 months in the USA, so I already found many things about new cultures. So for me, it wasn't like something new. But yeah, you definitely before I lived somewhere else, I was very limited in Slovakia because Slovakia is the country with not so many foreigners, not so many foreign students. So yeah, you can find lots of things about the new cultures, about the habits. You can find what culture is the most close to you, and I think this helps you and improve your personality.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't want to say I'm learning a lot, but I'm learning Spanish, for example, and even my flatmates, they are from France, they are from Uruguay. We have now a Korean girl in the house, so lots of languages. So yeah, this is very interesting also. You never know when you can, when you're gonna need something. You never know, so it's very good actually.
Do you feel that living with new people, like people from different culture, or just like finding friends from different cultures, brings something new into your life?
Yeah, it already brought lots of new things because it's different mentality, which is something what I really like because honestly I don't like the mentality from Slovakia. I don't like the mentality from the people. Even my mentality is very Slovak, which is
what is the mentality of Slovakia? Okay, we're not gonna be rude to Slovakian people. We love Slovakian people. I love Slovakian people. I'm French.
I love them also.
But I would say, Slovakian people can be very cold at the first time when you meet them.
Yeah,
but
they
I
are
would
not
say
so
that
open.
then,
They are not so open. For example, in our case, when I arrived here, you remember it's very good. You were even telling me many times that, hey, remember.
Yeah, because Adam and me we are living together, so we are housemates.
Actually,
and it's true that so I'm from France and Adam is from Slovakia, and it's true that the first month he arrived in the house, and during 1 month he was super like closed. He was always in his room or always outside. We never saw him, and I was like, oh my god. Are the people from Slovakia never talking to other people?
But you have to think about it that I'm a very shy guy.
Yeah, and he's a shy guy.
I'm a shy guy also, but yeah.
And also after that, like when we started to talk together more and more and more, I discovered a very, very nice person. And I discovered that this is something very, very cultural, like from people from Slovakia. At the beginning, you don't know them, they're cold. They don't talk to you much, but then when you know them and you show them some stuff about you and you build a trust, then they give you everything. So
and this is what I wanna say. The difference between, for example, I'm gonna take now the South American people. They are, let's say, straight away they are open to you. They ask you lots of questions. Hey, how are you? Where you from? Like very welcoming. They are really like curious about you and they wanna talk. Let's say like this. Slovak people, they are. I don't wanna say everyone is like this, but let's say most of them they are kind of cold, like a little bit more like
Okay, so would you say that by meeting new people from other countries you're more open-minded now?
Yes, exactly.
You can learn from every culture something new, and you can take from every culture something that can improve you and your personality.
So you feel different.
Yeah. In my case, it's with the South Americans because I live in Bondi. I always take the South Americans like an example because I live in Bondi and here are lots of South Americans, lots of Brazilians, Argentinians. So, yeah, they are. I like them a lot.
I would say like South American people are the closest culture to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say that,
To Europeans.
Okay, so that's interesting. So I feel like you're gonna live in South America after Australia, guys.
I don't think so. Like,
did you meet some people who would stay you would stay in touch with in the future, or do you feel that it's just always like just travel mates or people that you meet for one party, for example, and you will never see anymore, or?
Yeah, of course. I can take example. You.
We hope so.
I hope so.
We're gonna see each other again in the future.
After 2 years, I think we created a lot, like big connection between us. Seriously, like I hope it's gonna wherever I'm gonna be in, let's say 2-3 years, 5 years, we're gonna stay in touch and
Of course.
and talk to each other. And it's not just you, but I that, don't feel special. Don't feel special.
Oh, I was feeling
but
super special for 1 minute.
Sorry. No. There are some people. There are not many. There are not many. There are some people there, and yeah, I hope so. We're gonna stay in the touch for the future also.
Yeah, I would say I built also many close connections here. I met so many people. Of course, not with so many people I have a good connections, or I'm gonna be in touch with them forever. But I would say definitely there are a couple of people that I would stay in touch with them. Like,
Yeah, I feel like when we're here, we are building a second family far away from home. So when you stick to some people who share the same values, and it's what you said before for us, Adam, it's like we are living together in the same house, so we definitely see each other in like 24 hours every day, and we see that we are sharing the same values. So when you see that, you just consider people like your family, like brother and sisters from all around the world,
Yeah.
and
this is also the thing we were talking before. You learn from the another person, because you are from French,
Yeah.
like
France,
France, sorry, and we have also Uruguay guy here, Korean guy, and I learn from each of them because we're spending the time every day together, and yeah, every day is a new something new.
Yeah.
Even if it's small things, you learn every day, which is for you, it's just good. It build yourself.
a lot.
and I would say that we live so far from our home, so we have to build some relations here, like very close, because we don't have a family here. So it would be very hard to stay here and live here with not so close friends.
Yeah, you need some people to support you if you feel alone, or
Yeah,
exactly.
if you want to
can-
celebrate something. You need to have real strong connections around you, and yeah, it's important to take the time to do that when you just not travel, but when you settle down really in a country and you decide to live abroad for, let's say, 6 months, 1 year or more.
Yes.
So now I would like to focus on a specific topic, which is the lifestyle, which can be very, very new and different than the life you had before when you're leaving your country. Do you do something new that you were not doing before since you're here? Do you have a new routine, a new life?
Yes, I have many new routines, and yeah, where to start? For example, today I woke up at 5 in the morning, which I never did before back home. But I woke up because of the sunrise. We have really nice sunrises here in Australia, so it's worth it. But back home, I never did it before. Yeah, and after the sunrise, I went for a run. For example, this is also something new what I'm doing. I never did before, or like I did, but not so many times. So I'm trying to go every second or every third day in the week for a run, because we have really very nice places here for run on the beach, for example. Yeah.
I think beach has very big impact on the lifestyle here, because people live much healthier here. They do lots of sports. You can see many people running in the early morning. You can go for sunrises, so that's definitely something new for us, because all of us, we don't have a beach back home in our countries, or let's say in our cities, because in France you have.
Yeah.
And this is something that motivates you, that push you, and
Yeah, lots of outdoor activities you can do here in Sydney or like in Australia, because you have really nice places, many beaches, and
Landscapes,
and the weather is nice here.
amazing,
The weather is totally different.
Totally different, yeah. And it's a little bit pity just to go to the gym and that's it for you. Like in my case, I'm talking from my own, my own case. Yeah. So I changed many things what I was doing back home. So yeah.
Yeah, I think we also recently stopped with partying. I mean, we did lots of parties. I did lots of parties here as well. But recently I stopped and I tried to find another ways and another opportunities or another things to do.
Okay.
Not only partying.
So
Sorry.
you're not partying as you were partying in Slovakia?
I mean,
or?
I was partying here as well, because you have, as I said, you have many opportunities. That means you have also opportunities for party. You have both parties here. You have outdoor festivals. Here is always something to do, so it's tricky. But on the other hand, you can find another things like sport, beach activities, outdoor activities.
Yeah, and also you can, for example, the weekend when you have day off, you can travel around the Sydney, because the beaches here around the Sydney, like in Australia, they are just amazing. They are more more natural because we have the beach we have here. It's more or less like in the city, but you have around the Sydney, around Australia, have amazing beaches. So you can travel also. You can take a car from a rent company. You can go every weekend if you want.
So many beautiful places to visit around the Sydney, and even in a Sydney that we never had the chance to visit before.
Yeah, I feel like anywhere in the world when you're in a new country, you have a lot of things to discover anyway. You were talking about the healthier lifestyle that you have here. Does it mean that you're also eating differently than you were at home? Did you learn?
Melanie,
Because you're not with your family now anymore,
yes,
so you have to learn by yourself too.
Very good point. Even the food. What I was eating back home, I changed it completely different. Like I'm eating more because in Sydney the people they like lots of like let's say veggies. Like they love avocados, they love seafood, and like healthy. How to say?
Food. What's the?
I mean,
nutrition. Healthy nutrition.
It goes together with this healthy lifestyle, and you can see people. Having a brunch in the morning next to the beach, they eat very healthy. For example, I never eat avocado every day back home, but because we don't have these products, or it's not so popular back home. But
it's different here. It's different here. I don't want to say that I don't like the food back home. I love the food. The food is just amazing. But this is more. It's completely different. It's more heavier. It's more unhealthy. It's more fat, like kind of this. And here the people they're trying to eat the like good nutritions. High protein, and I don't want to say high protein now with the meat, for example, because even I stopped to eat. I was eating back home lots of meat, always chicken, whatever, beef. I'm not eating that much meat than back home. So yeah, even I changed the food. Yeah.
And do you have something in mind, like one example of something that you do now in your life, in your daily routine that you were not doing before? Something very, very new.
Very new.
You have to think now.
Majkys, start with you.
For example, I changed my workouts. Okay. Now I started recently with cycle workouts, with yoga even. I never thought that I'm gonna do yoga. Okay. And I started here because, as I said, this lifestyle and people around me like some kind of motivates me and push me. Even I changed my eating habits because of that. It's not going fast, but if you spend here like 3 years like me, you can feel the difference. You're changing. Okay. In a good way.
Yeah, even with me, the same as Majky said, the way I'm training, it's completely different. I found myself in running, for example, and actually many things.
Do you think that you wouldn't have grown so fastly if you were just in Slovakia for these last 3 years?
It's very hard to say, but
you are very limited in Slovakia. You don't have more cultures there, so it's all the time about the same things. You can't learn from someone else, some other cultures, and here you can like choose the things that you like about different cultures, and you can just take what suits you the best. I would say.
Yeah, you can find yourself in many things. You can try many things, and you can try. If you don't like it, you try something else, and you're gonna find something what you like for sure.
And I guess that the fact that you're not living with your parents, you don't have the same rules also at home, and you're feeling maybe free.
Take care. This is the thing that you have to take care about yourself, just yourself. Yeah. Like you don't have any help from back home, so. It's you're growing even in this kind of way you're growing, and I can just recommend it seriously. Like
I have the same feeling like you guys. My lifestyle has changed a lot since I'm here. I discovered myself. I discovered that I was strong enough to do stuff that I wouldn't have done before, and I feel more free also. I think the word freedom is really something that I've learned since I'm here. The fact that I can do whatever I want whenever I want it. Not saying that I have a lot of rules back home, but the fact that you're living with your family and you have to follow some rules and follow the fact that some people need you all the time, and you cannot wake up and just do whatever you want, while here you're not attached to anyone, kind of. So if you want to wake up and go left, you go left. If you want to wake up and go right, you just go right, and you do whatever you want. I'm not telling you guys to leave just because you won't have rules. I'm just saying that you can discover yourself more.
True, yeah. You can here do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it. On that note, we will wrap up, guys, with this podcast, because I think we were saying a lot of things. I just wanted to have any advice that you would give to someone who is planning to move or who is lost with his life and trying to.
Yeah, we were talking about Sydney or about Australia. Yeah, Sydney is a great city. Seriously, I love it here. So if you wanna move out, you wanna discover something new, not just Sydney or Australia, any part of the world, just do it. You don't have anything to lose.
Yeah, I would say the same. Even if you decide to go abroad, and even if you don't like it and you come back, everything gives you something, so you can't lose.
Yeah, you never lose. You just win. One thing what you can lose is just money, but the money comes, money goes. So this is my advice. What I can give you.
You gain some experience. You learn many new things, and you found if you can live by yourself. So everything gives you something. Yeah,
experience, memories, everything is just
learning.
Something.
If you never try, you will never know.
Exactly. But don't stay at home. Come on.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you a lot for your time. Thank you for coming. I hope everyone enjoyed the flight. Take care, everyone, and see you later.
Thank you, Melanie. Guys. See you later.